it is that time again. It is the Airstep time. Well, but why are we talking about the Airstep? We've already talked about the Airstep and then the Airstep update and then about the Airstep Lite. But then we talked about the Airstep Katana edition, the Airstep Boss Waza edition, the Airstep Spark edition, which are all kind of geared towards controlling specific amps. Now we're talking about one that doesn't even control an amp. So why are you even here? Well, you might be here because you don't even play guitar, but you want to control your play parameters on videos, primarily YouTube videos. With this, costs $99. Right now it's cyber sale, which isn't, when you're watching the video, it's not anymore. So I'm not telling you about the $69.99 deal. Sometimes you can get that, but usually it's $99 directly from them or your favorite retailer that's carrying the Airstep from XSonic. Now, this doesn't have any ins and outs for guitar stuff and instruments. It's 5 buttons, switchies, that can also be pressed longer for a secondary function, that can be pressed together for a tertiary function. That's how you say that. And it is running on batteries up to 300 hours. You turn it on back here. There's a 9-volt input. It comes with a USB to 9-volt plug, so you can charge it, but then it runs for 300 hours. There's a little function switch, which you really don't have to worry about right now because that's for putting it into like an update mode and stuff like this. Not necessary unless you buy one and then make sure it's updated, which you can do through the Airstep Updater app. Hold it in, power it on while you're pushing number 4, and then it's in update mode. What does it do? Very simple. It plays, it stops, it fast forwards, it rewinds, it loops, changes the speeder, stuff like this. With the appropriate apps, it can even be a page turner Bluetooth device. So if you have an app that does your score page turning, it can also do that. But at the moment, it works with a Google Chrome plugin. So if you're running Safari, at the moment you're shit out of luck. It runs in Chrome with the little widget or the Chrome extension. So for this purpose, use Chrome. Or on Android and iOS, where you download an app, which actually is nothing more than really just a YouTube player, but a specific one that runs with the Airstep Play. And I will show you what it does. I mean, it's actually fairly simple. You push the button, but there's nothing cheaper about it. I mean, when we look at it, and then the Mac plays. So play, skip forward, I think 10 seconds, skip back, easy. Can't remember, this goes all the way to the beginning of the video, which you would rarely want to do, but you can. And this is super interesting. It does a left and right loop, and then it erases the loop. And I'll show you how that actually shows in visual so you can tell where you are. And you can actually loop a section of the video. Why do you need this? Well, when you're practicing an instrument, you might be sitting there practicing your instrument and you don't continuously want to reach to the mouse, go backwards, and manipulate the computer or your phone with this. So it makes a lot of sense for practicing an instrument, especially also given the fact that when you're doing these two at the same time, you can step down the speed, which you can do in YouTube, but you can do that remotely, or here you can step it up. You can loop sections. So if you're trying to figure out what is this guy freaking playing, slow it down, loop it, do it all with your feet, and then practice. But what if you do not play an instrument? Well, then you should play an instrument, watch my channel, and listen to what I have to say. But if you are following cooking instructions and you're standing in the kitchen, your hands are all full of egg and flour and things you cook with, noodles, salt, cooking words. Meat, you have meat on your hands. And then you would have to go to your phone and go, oh no, what did she say? Go back, go forward. I'm sorry, that was sexist. What did he say? What did she say? Whatever, anyone can cook. And you don't want to mess up your phone. For $99, if you're doing this a lot, you could control your YouTube with this. What if you're following hairstyling instructions? You got your hands all in the color and you're doing this and the hair movements. This could work. What if you're following soldering instructions and you're sitting there with a soldering iron and you actually have to see what that... You wouldn't want to stop it, go back, slow it down, pick it up again. For anything where you're actually following a tutorial that needs hands-free control, this for $100 is pretty damn good. This is solid aluminum. It's not a plastic piece of crap. Works solidly with iOS, Android, and Mac and PC, as I will demonstrate right about now. So I will show you, I'll put this on the floor, and I have an amazingly beautiful lens right on it. Look, oh, look at this idiot. Do you see the thing in the corner here? That is the little widget, which you can call up. And right now in HD screen resolution, it looks horrible. It's usually smaller on 4K. And you can turn that off again. But you could also, by holding in the middle here, bring that up or hide it. I recommend it because there's 3 layers of functionality that they include stickers with the pictograms, as I will show you. They do include stickers, but you kind of have to, draw them yourselves, which I kind of did here. Play forward, loop, A, B. We're going to put them on that a little bit later. You can't see them right now anyway. But that definitely is going to help. So if I'm hitting this, yeah, we see that there isn't a... It's playing. If I play and then hit one of the others, it goes
Crazy
back.
graphic.
There isn't a crazy... See that there isn't a mute or a triumph. We could have like... Let's loop a section. So I slowed it down and looped it, and I did this all hands-free, which is actually really convenient if you think about it. So let me show you a little bit more visualization with the little widget they have. Hold in the middle button, it comes up, and now you can see that right here we have the loop active, and I'm going to kill that again. See now the A, B are all the way to the left and right. On the pedal, how you seeing what you're doing? Once I hit it, this all the way to the left, so switch number 1 will light up in green. Let's see if you can see that. Do you see that? If I'm set in B, so play a bit. Switch 2 will light up green. If I'm erasing it, 1 and 2 will light up green. That's a nice visual feedback, so you know even without this panel what you're doing. Up here, you can see the speed, which of course you could increase with the mouse, but by hitting both 4 and 5, start the video with my 2 cents. For me, and maybe OnePlus doesn't want me to say that because they've got, they've got the Pantheon, the dual Pantheon Deluxe, which are brilliant. They've got the Thomann Deluxe, which are amazing. Yes. But for me, the Triumph is inspiring on that because they've got, they've got the Pantheon, the dual. That's the basic functionality. But let's look at how you actually know what these buttons do. There's a foot, you click on it, and here you see layer 1, but just by clicking. Rewind to start, rewind, play, pause, forward, loop, A, B, and then erase. A long press will get you the metronome, which you don't need when you're cooking. Pantheon Deluxe, which are brilliant. They've got the Thomann Deluxe, which are amazing. Yes. And when you holding 2 or 3, it's rewinding or forward and turns the loop on and off. It turns the panel on and off. Okay. Multi-press, so these 2 will make it slow, these 2 will make it fast, and this is faster forward and backwards. This is, I think, relatively straightforward to remember. The stickers will definitely help. It's showing that it's connected, and for that, it actually goes to a separate page right here, and then you connect it. You can buy it from right here. I don't know why you would want that, because why would you download this little app without having bought it? But you can buy it from here, showing you the battery status. We can go back. There are some settings right here. Ah, look at that. You can actually set how far it jumps. Let's do 5 seconds. That is cool. And for the multi-press, yeah, it does 10 seconds. Okay. So you can actually really tailor it as you would want. What else? You can actually store and save loops. So let's say I've got this loop right here. For inspiring. So I've got this loop, and you can actually store it and actually get loops back from certain videos. So if you are stuck on some lick or whatever, and you want to go back to that section of the video and repeat it, you can do it. You can also set loops from here. So you could operate this with the mouse by itself, and I think that widget is free if you wanted that, but then you have to still use the mouse. It makes a lot of sense to do this with your feet. On a whole nother level. I get that that's their slightly cheaper line. The great thing is, check this out. I'm now in Cubase where I'm recording what I'm saying right now. But there's nothing cheaper about it. For inspiring, you don't have to be in YouTube, you don't have to be in Chrome for this to work. So you could really be in a different software and control it from there. On a whole nother level. For some reason that could be interesting. And really, that's all there is. Except for now we're going to disconnect it, connect it to the phone. I'll show you the same thing on the phone. And then we're out of here and you can buy the damn thing. Because I thought, that's kind of dumb. Who needs that? And the more I'm using it, the more convenient it actually is. Imagine you got your hands full of something. I mean, surgery. You know, you're in surgery and you don't really know how, a heart works, but you have to put in a new valve, and then you can call up a tutorial, heart surgery for dummies. You can stop it, fast forward. Leslie and I were talking about earlier, tattooing. If you don't really know how to tattoo, but you get someone's ass in front of you and they want, a snake on there or cobra, and then call up a tattoo tutorial, turn on the gun, follow the tutorial, hands-free, easy peasy. So we'll put this on the table here, and I'll be right back after I connected it. So I got my phone here, and apparently it's already connected. Let's see. By closing the one side where you connected it, it automatically disconnected. So it's actually fairly easy to do that. It says connected. You get the same thing here, and this actually is the Airstep Play app. So it is a specific app. You don't actually do this in YouTube. And here, everything applies again. So let's go to my good buddy. I mean, you're just actually hearing the shotgun mic. It's, who cares? But then I can stop it. Play it. All that good stuff. Oh, wait. And we got full screen. Okay, in full screen, I can't bring up the panel. You only need that if you really, don't know what you're doing, if you want to have a visual control of that. Let's do a loop. Loop end. Weird that it always goes to the pause screen there, but apparently that's necessary. Now it stops the video and gives you a metronome. Why not? And I can, of course, also speed it up. So everything you could do on the Chrome thing, you can do here as well, and you can do it on the phone. The only thing is when you're in full screen mode, this doesn't show up, but very soon you don't need this anymore. That's what you've got the controller for. So you could really have your Chrome tablet, your Apple tablet, or phones, in the kitchen, at the hairdresser, in the operating room, wherever you want control of your video, and do it all by foot. So that is really it. There's also a pitch thing, which apparently they're working on. Can you control, I think they're talking about possible Spotify and Apple Music. I don't really care about that, but I think they're talking about being able to control that as well with this. That's in the works. Again, you can use it as a page turner. Take that as it is, and I'm not showing that to you because I don't have one. And that's it. $99 for a remote control for YouTube. But I think it makes a lot of sense. This is really, really good hardware, 300-hour battery life. And if you're doing a lot of tutorials and you're really sick of continuously doing this, and let's go back, it would annoy the living crap out of me within seconds. Airstep Play is the shit. I have all the Airsteps. They're all good. This is good quality hardware, and I've used them in many, many situations. I can vouch for this company. They continue to get more and more functionality out of their products, and I applaud them for that. So thanks for commissioning this video, XSonic. You guys rock. And I'll put links below, and you'll see animals at the end.
And you won't surrender to the blind leading the blind.